Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Every person on this planet receives something very special. Something that cannot be replaced, cannot be repeated, and cannot be returned once it is gone. That gift is life. We all have just one life. One chance to learn, grow, experience, and create something meaningful. Yet many people move through life without realizing how precious it truly is. They spend their days worrying about things that do not matter. They delay their dreams. They wait for the perfect moment to start living fully. But time continues to move forward. In this video, we will talk about why life is so valuable and how we can make the most of the one life we have. Lesson 1. Understand the value of life. The first step to making your life meaningful is understanding the true value of life itself. Many people move through their days without thinking deeply about how precious life really is. They wake up, follow their routine, go to work or school, return home, and repeat the same pattern again and again. Days turn into months, and months turn into years. But very few people stop and ask themselves an important question. Am I truly living my life, or am I simply passing time? Life is the most valuable gift we have. It cannot be bought, borrowed, or repeated. Once a moment passes, it disappears forever. No amount of money or success can bring back the time that has already gone. Yet many people treat life as if it will last forever. They delay their dreams. They postpone their goals. They keep telling themselves that they will start improving their life tomorrow, next week, or next year. But the truth is simple. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every day we wake up is a new opportunity, but it is also a reminder that time is moving forward. Understanding the value of life changes the way we see each day. Instead of wasting time on things that do not matter, we begin to focus on what is truly important. We start asking ourselves deeper questions. What kind of life do I want to live? What goals truly matter to me? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions help us become more aware of how we spend our time and energy. Many people believe that they have plenty of time to fix their life later. But life often moves faster than we expect. One day, we suddenly realize that many years have passed without meaningful progress. That is why awareness is so important. When we truly understand the value of life, we begin to appreciate each moment more deeply. Simple things that we once ignored start to feel more meaningful. We value our time with loved ones. We value opportunities to learn and grow. We become more careful about how we spend our days. Instead of living carelessly, we begin living intentionally. Understanding the value of life also encourages us to stop comparing ourselves constantly with others. Many people waste their time feeling jealous, insecure, or worried about what others are doing. They measure their worth based on someone else's success. But when we realize how short and precious life is, we understand that our journey is unique. There is no reason to live according to someone else's expectations. Our life is our responsibility. Another powerful effect of understanding life's value is that it motivates us to take action. When we realize that time is limited, we stop waiting for the perfect moment. We stop delaying the things that matter most. Instead, we begin taking small steps toward our goals today. Even a small action taken today is more valuable than a perfect plan that never begins. Life rewards those who act. When we treat life as something precious, we become more focused, more disciplined, and more grateful. Every experience becomes an opportunity to learn. Every challenge becomes a chance to grow stronger. and every day becomes a chance to move closer to the life we truly want. The truth is simple but powerful. You have only one life. No second chance, no reset button, no replay. The way you choose to live today will shape the story of your life tomorrow. When you truly understand the value of life, you stop living passively. You begin living with purpose, awareness, and intention. And that awareness becomes the first step toward making your one life truly count. Lesson 2. Stop wasting your time. Once we truly understand the value of life, the next important step is learning to stop wasting our time. Time is the foundation of life. Every moment that passes becomes part of our past, and once it is gone, it can never be recovered. Yet many people lose a large part of their life without realizing it. They spend hours every day on things that do not improve their future. Small distractions slowly consume their days. Watching unnecessary content, arguing about meaningless topics, complaining about problems without solving them, and constantly delaying important tasks become common habits. At first, these activities may feel harmless, but when they happen every day, they slowly steal years from our life. Imagine wasting 2 or 3 hours every day on activities that do not bring growth or progress. After 1 year, that becomes hundreds of hours. After 10 years, it becomes thousands of hours. That is a huge portion of life. People who understand the value of life begin to treat time very differently. They realize that time is their most valuable resource. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can appear again. But time can never be replaced. This awareness changes the way they live their day. Instead of allowing distractions to control them, they become more intentional about how they spend their time. They ask themselves important questions before giving their time to something. Is this helping me grow? Is this moving me closer to my goals? Is this the best use of my time right now? These simple questions help them make better decisions. Stopping the waste of time does not mean life should become stressful or overly serious. Rest and relaxation are important parts of life. Everyone needs time to relax, enjoy hobbies, and spend time with loved ones. The difference is intention. Rare individuals choose their activities carefully. They relax when they need rest, but they do not allow entertainment and distractions to control their entire day. They understand the difference between relaxation and avoidance. Relaxation refreshes the mind and body. Avoidance delays responsibilities and prevents progress. Another important way to stop wasting time is by reducing unnecessary distractions. Modern technology provides many benefits, but it also creates endless interruptions. Notifications, messages, and social media constantly compete for attention. Many people check their phone dozens or even hundreds of times each day without realizing it. Each small distraction breaks concentration and consumes valuable time. People who want to make their life meaningful learn to control these distractions. They decide when to check messages instead of reacting instantly to every notification. They create focused periods of work where they give their full attention to important tasks. This simple habit increases productivity and helps them accomplish more in less time. Another powerful habit is planning how to use time wisely. People who drift through their day without a plan often lose time in random activities. But when someone sets clear goals and priorities, their time becomes organized and purposeful. Even simple planning can make a big difference. Writing down the most important tasks for the day helps keep the mind focused. Each completed task creates a sense of progress and motivation. Stopping the waste of time also requires discipline. Sometimes the easiest choice is not the best choice. It is easier to watch videos than to learn a new skill. It is easier to delay work than to face a challenge. But meaningful growth often requires effort and focus. People who want to make their life count develop the discipline to choose long-term progress instead of short-term comfort. This discipline does not appear overnight. It grows gradually through small daily choices. Each time we choose to use our time wisely, we strengthen our ability to control our life. Over time, these small choices create powerful results. The truth is simple. Your life is made of time. Every hour you spend becomes part of your story. If you spend your time wisely, your life becomes meaningful and productive. But if time is wasted carelessly, life slowly slips away without purpose. That is why learning to protect and use your time wisely is one of the most important steps toward making your one life truly count. Lesson 3. Find your purpose and follow it. Another powerful step in making your one life meaningful is discovering your purpose and having the courage to follow it. Many people move through life without ever asking themselves an important question. Why am I doing what I am doing? They follow routines that others expect from them. They choose paths that feel safe or familiar, even if those paths do not truly excite them. Over time, they may feel that something is missing, but they continue moving forward without understanding what truly matters to them. A life without purpose often feels empty, even if it appears successful on the outside. Purpose gives direction to life. When a person understands what truly matters to them, their actions become more meaningful. They no longer work only to pass time or satisfy expectations. Instead, they move toward something that feels important and valuable. Purpose does not always mean one single dramatic goal. For some people, it may be creating something meaningful, helping others grow, building a skill, or contributing positively to the world around them. The key is that purpose creates motivation and meaning. When people feel connected to a purpose, they naturally become more dedicated and focused. Difficult challenges feel easier to face because they know why they are working so hard. However, many people hesitate to follow their purpose because they are afraid. They fear failure. They fear criticism from others. They worry about making the wrong decision or stepping outside their comfort zone. These fears often keep people stuck in situations that do not truly satisfy them. Rare individuals choose a different path. They understand that fear is a natural part of growth. Instead of allowing fear to control their decisions, they move forward step by step. Finding purpose often begins with self-reflection. It requires asking honest questions about what truly matters. What activities make you feel excited or deeply engaged? What type of work makes you feel proud of your effort? What problems in the world do you feel motivated to solve? These questions help reveal personal interests and passions. Purpose also grows through exploration. Sometimes people expect purpose to appear suddenly as a clear answer, but often it develops gradually through experience. Trying new activities, learning new skills, and exploring different interests can reveal hidden strengths and passions. The more we explore, the more we understand ourselves. Once a person begins to discover their purpose, the next step is commitment. Purpose alone is not enough. It must be supported by action and effort. Following purpose may require learning new skills, overcoming challenges, and continuing even when progress feels slow. But this effort is meaningful because it aligns with something important. Another powerful benefit of purpose is that it creates resilience. Life always contains obstacles and setbacks. People without a clear purpose often feel discouraged when difficulties appear. But individuals who are guided by purpose continue moving forward because they understand the deeper reason behind their efforts. Purpose also inspires growth. When someone cares deeply about what they are doing, they naturally try to improve. They search for better knowledge, stronger skills, and more effective ways to contribute. Over time, this dedication leads to progress and personal fulfillment. Purpose does not mean life becomes easy. There will still be moments of doubt, uncertainty, and hard work. But purpose transforms these challenges into opportunities for growth instead of obstacles that stop progress. People who follow their purpose often feel a stronger sense of meaning in their life. They know that their time and effort are directed towards something valuable. In the end, a meaningful life is not measured only by achievements or possessions. It is measured by the sense of purpose that guides our actions. When we discover what truly matters to us and have the courage to pursue it, our life becomes more focused, more fulfilling, and more powerful. And that sense of purpose becomes one of the most important ways to make our one life truly count. Lesson 4. Grow and improve every day. One of the most powerful ways to make your one life meaningful is by committing to continuous growth. Life becomes truly valuable when we keep learning, improving, and becoming better than we were yesterday. Many people stop growing after a certain point in their life. Once they finish school or get a stable job, they begin to repeat the same routine every day. They wake up, do the same work, follow the same habits, and rarely challenge themselves to learn something new. Years pass, but very little changes. This type of life may feel comfortable, but it often leads to regret later. People may suddenly realize that they stayed in the same place while the world around them kept moving forward. Rare individuals understand that growth should never stop. They see life as a continuous learning journey. Every experience, every challenge, and every mistake becomes an opportunity to improve. Growth does not always mean making huge changes overnight. Often, it begins with small daily improvements. Learning a new skill, reading useful information, improving communication, practicing discipline, or developing better habits may seem like small steps. But when these actions are repeated every day, they slowly transform a person's life. For example, imagine someone who decides to spend just 1 hour each day learning something valuable. That 1 hour may not seem significant at first, but after 1 year, that person has spent hundreds of hours improving their knowledge and abilities. This consistent effort creates powerful results over time. Continuous growth also increases confidence. When we learn new skills and improve our abilities, we begin to feel more capable. We become better prepared to face challenges and solve problems. Confidence built through growth is very different from confidence based only on appearance or temporary success. It comes from real effort and personal development. Another important part of growth is learning from mistakes. Many people fear failure because they believe mistakes mean they are not good enough. But mistakes are actually one of the most powerful teachers in life. Every successful person has faced failure at some point. The difference is that they treated those failures as lessons instead of giving up. When we analyze our mistakes and learn from them, we become wiser and stronger. Growth also requires curiosity. Curious people are always asking questions, exploring ideas, and searching for knowledge. They want to understand how things work and how they can improve. Curiosity keeps the mind active and open to new possibilities. When we remain curious, we never stop discovering new ways to improve our life. Another powerful aspect of personal growth is developing strong habits. Habits shape our daily behavior. Good habits slowly build a better life, while bad habits quietly hold us back. Rare individuals pay close attention to their habits. They develop habits that support growth, such as reading regularly, exercising discipline, practicing gratitude, and focusing on meaningful work. Over time, these habits create a strong and balanced lifestyle. Growth also requires stepping outside of comfort zones. Comfort may feel safe, but it rarely leads to progress. When we challenge ourselves with new experiences, we discover abilities we did not know we had. Trying something difficult may feel uncomfortable at first, but it strengthens our character and expands our possibilities. People who grow continuously become more adaptable and resilient. They are better prepared to handle change, solve problems, and take advantage of new opportunities. Life becomes more exciting when growth becomes a daily habit. Each day becomes a chance to learn something new, improve a skill, or move closer to a meaningful goal. In the end, growth is what turns an ordinary life into an extraordinary journey. When we choose to improve every day, we slowly build a stronger mind, stronger character, and a more fulfilling life. And through that commitment to growth, we ensure that our one life becomes a life of progress, purpose, and meaning. Lesson 5. Build meaningful relationships. Another important way to make your one life meaningful is by building strong and meaningful relationships. Life is not meant to be lived alone. No matter how successful a person becomes, the presence of supportive and caring people makes life richer and more fulfilling. Many people focus so much on their personal goals, work, and achievements that they forget the importance of human connection. They become busy chasing success, but they slowly lose touch with the people who matter the most. In the end, success without meaningful relationships can feel empty. Meaningful relationships bring balance and emotional strength to our lives. Family members, friends, mentors, and supportive people help us grow, guide us during difficult times, and celebrate our successes. They provide encouragement when we feel discouraged and remind us that we are not alone in our journey. However, meaningful relationships do not appear automatically. They require time, effort, and genuine care. Many people today are surrounded by hundreds of online connections but still feel lonely. This happens because real relationships are not built through quick messages or casual interactions. They are built through trust, understanding, and shared experiences. To build strong relationships, we must learn to be present and attentive when we interact with others. Listening carefully, showing empathy, and respecting other people's feelings help create deeper connections. When someone feels that they are truly heard and valued, the relationship becomes stronger. Another important part of building meaningful relationships is kindness. Small acts of kindness can have a powerful effect on people. A supportive conversation, a thoughtful message, or simply being there during a difficult moment can strengthen bonds between people. Kindness builds trust and shows that we genuinely care about others. At the same time, it is important to choose relationships wisely. Not every relationship brings positivity into our life. Some people may constantly bring negativity, criticism, or unhealthy habits into our environment. Rare individuals understand the importance of surrounding themselves with people who inspire growth and positivity. Healthy relationships encourage improvement, support goals, and create an atmosphere of respect. When we spend time with people who believe in our potential, it becomes easier to stay motivated and confident. Another powerful aspect of relationships is learning from others. Every person we meet carries different experiences, knowledge, and perspectives. By listening and learning from others, we expand our understanding of the world. Mentors and wise individuals can guide us with lessons that save us from making unnecessary mistakes. Strong relationships also create lasting memories. At the end of life, people rarely remember every task they completed or every material possession they owned. What they remember are the experiences they shared with others, moments of laughter, meaningful conversations, and times of support during challenges become some of the most valuable parts of life. Investing time in relationships is therefore one of the most meaningful uses of our time. But relationships require balance. While it is important to care for others, it is also important to maintain respect and healthy boundaries. True relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. Both people contribute, support, and value each other. When relationships are built on honesty and respect, they create emotional strength and stability. Life becomes easier to navigate because we know that we have people who support us and believe in us. In the end, meaningful relationships are one of the greatest sources of happiness and fulfillment. They remind us that life is not only about personal achievements, but also about connection, compassion, and shared experiences. When we take the time to build strong and positive relationships, we create a life that is not only successful, but also deeply meaningful. And through these connections, our one life becomes richer, warmer, and far more memorable. Lesson 6. Be courageous and take action. Another powerful way to make your one life meaningful is by developing courage. Courage is the ability to move forward even when fear is present. Many people have dreams, ideas, and goals, but they never take action because they are afraid. They fear failure. They fear criticism from others. They fear making mistakes or choosing the wrong path. Because of these fears, they stay in their comfort zone. A comfort zone may feel safe, but it often prevents growth. When a person remains in the same place for too long, life becomes predictable and limited. Opportunities pass by because they are never willing to take the first step. Rare individuals understand that fear is a normal part of life. Instead of waiting until fear disappears, they learn to act despite it. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means having the strength to continue even when something feels uncertain. Every meaningful achievement in life requires courage. Starting a new career, learning a difficult skill, building a business, expressing creative ideas, or even standing up for your beliefs all require the willingness to face uncertainty. Many people imagine that successful individuals are naturally fearless, but the truth is different. Most successful people also feel fear. The difference is that they refuse to allow fear to control their decisions. They understand that mistakes and failures are part of the learning process. When someone tries something new, failure is always a possibility. But failure is not the end of the journey. It is simply feedback that teaches us what to improve. People who avoid action because they fear failure miss the opportunity to learn and grow. Courage allows us to see failure differently. Instead of viewing failure as proof that we are not capable, we begin to see it as a lesson that helps us move forward more wisely. Another important aspect of courage is taking responsibility for your life. Many people blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things do not go well. While circumstances can certainly influence our situation, focusing only on blame prevents progress. Courageous individuals focus on what they can control. They take responsibility for their choices, their effort, and their attitude. This mindset gives them the power to change their situation. Taking action is also important because opportunities rarely wait forever. Sometimes the right opportunity appears only for a short period of time. If we hesitate too long, someone else may take that chance or the opportunity may disappear completely. Courage helps us recognize these moments and take action before they pass. Another benefit of courage is personal growth. Each time we step outside our comfort zone, we discover new abilities within ourselves. We learn that we are stronger and more capable than we once believed. Over time, these experiences build confidence. Confidence built through courage is powerful because it comes from real experience. The more challenges we face and overcome, the more prepared we become for future obstacles. Courage also inspires others. When people see someone who is willing to take risks, try new things, and pursue meaningful goals, it often motivates them to do the same. One courageous action can create a ripple effect that encourages others to believe in their own potential. It is important to remember that courage does not always require dramatic actions. Sometimes courage appears in small steps. Speaking honestly in a difficult conversation, starting a project that has been delayed for months, learning a new skill that feels challenging, or simply believing in yourself when others doubt you are all forms of courage. Small acts of courage repeated every day create powerful change over time. The truth is simple. A meaningful life cannot be built by waiting forever. At some point, every person must choose between comfort and growth. When we choose courage and take action despite fear, we begin to create a life that is bold, meaningful, and full of possibility. And through that courage, we ensure that our one life becomes a life of progress, purpose, and unforgettable experiences. Lesson 7. Leave a meaningful impact. The final way to make your one life truly count is by leaving a meaningful impact on the world around you. Life is not only about what we achieve for ourselves. It is also about the influence we have on others and the difference we make in the lives of people around us. Many people spend their entire life chasing personal success. They focus only on money, status, or recognition. While these things can bring temporary satisfaction, they rarely create a deep sense of fulfillment. At the end of life, people rarely remember every possession they owned or every achievement they collected. What truly matters is the impact they had on others. Did they help someone grow? Did they inspire others to become better? Did they leave something valuable behind? A meaningful impact does not always require extraordinary actions. Sometimes the smallest actions can create powerful change. A kind word spoken at the right moment can encourage someone who feels discouraged. Sharing knowledge can help someone build a better future. Offering support during difficult times can strengthen someone's confidence and hope. These actions may seem small, but their effects can last for years. Rare individuals understand that life becomes meaningful when their actions improve the lives of others. They focus not only on personal success, but also on contribution. Contribution means giving something valuable to the world around us. It could be knowledge, creativity, kindness, leadership, or inspiration. For example, teachers contribute by shaping the minds of future generations. Doctors contribute by protecting health and saving lives. Artists contribute by expressing ideas that inspire others. Every person has the ability to contribute in some way. The key is understanding that our actions influence the people around us. Another way to create a meaningful impact is by sharing our experiences and lessons. Life teaches each of us many valuable lessons. By sharing these lessons with others, we help them avoid mistakes and grow more quickly. Mentorship and guidance can change someone's path in powerful ways. Sometimes a simple conversation or a piece of advice can inspire someone to believe in themselves. Impact also comes from the example we set. People observe how we behave, how we treat others, and how we respond to challenges. When we act with integrity, courage, and kindness, we silently encourage others to do the same. Our behavior becomes a model that influences those around us. This is why character is so important. A person with strong character creates a positive impact even without speaking about it. Leaving a meaningful impact also means thinking beyond the present moment. When we make decisions, we can ask ourselves an important question. Will this action create something valuable for the future? People who ask this question often choose actions that benefit others as well as themselves. They create ideas, projects, relationships, and opportunities that continue to help people even after they are gone. History remembers individuals who contributed something meaningful to society. But we do not need to become famous to create impact. Helping a family member succeed, guiding a friend through a difficult moment, supporting a community project, or sharing knowledge with someone who needs it can all create lasting influence. Impact grows through consistent actions. When kindness, support, and positive contributions become part of daily behavior, they slowly shape the environment around us. Over time, these small actions create a powerful legacy. A legacy is not only what we achieve, it is what remains after us. It is the memories people hold, the lessons we shared, and the positive influence we created. When we focus on leaving a meaningful impact, life gains a deeper purpose. We begin to understand that our time, effort, and actions matter. Each day becomes an opportunity to contribute something valuable. And through those contributions, our one life becomes more than just a personal journey. It becomes a story of growth, kindness, influence, and meaningful change. Life is the most precious gift we have, and the truth is simple. We only get one chance to live it. Every day that passes is a day that will never return. The question is not how long we live, but how well we live. When we understand the value of life, stop wasting time, follow our purpose, keep growing, build meaningful relationships, act with courage, and create a positive impact on others, our life becomes powerful and meaningful. Remember this: your life is your story. Every decision you make, every habit you build, and every action you take is writing that story. So do not wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Use your time wisely, chase your dreams bravely, and make your one life truly count. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful lessons about mindset, personal growth, and success. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.